everyone, welcome to our class. Today we will learn about past perfect tense. Before that, let me introduce myself. My name is Dahliawati and you can call me Dahlia. And I hope you all enjoyed our class. Well, let's talk about the past perfect tense. What is the past perfect tense? The past perfect tense is a verb tense used to express action that occurred in the past that finished before another action in the past started. The past perfect tense is a change in the form of the verb to express that there was an event or action that was complete at a point in the past before any other action occurred. Well, usually this other action moment can be told specifically. Actions that have been complete in the past can occur repeatedly or only once. Apart from that, you can also use this tense to tell about an event that happened in the past and was also complete in the past. If either before or after is used in the sentence, the past perfect is often not necessary because the time relationship is already clear. Why it's called the past perfect? The word perfect in this sense means complete. It contrasts with the imperfect, which denotes incomplete action or state. In English grammar, the verb perfect had written is now usually called the past perfect, since it combines past tense with perfect aspect. Now, I want to explain about structure of past perfect tense. To a positive sentence, we use the formula subject plus head plus verb to and plus object. And to a negative sentence, we use the formula subject plus head plus not plus verb to and plus object. And the last, to an interrogative sentence, we use the formula head plus subject plus verb to and plus object. In contrast to the present perfect tense, which is two auxiliary verbs for two types of subject, for this tense, the auxiliary head can be used in both singular and plural subject. So, auxiliary head applies to subject, I, you, and other plural subject. Likewise with singular subjects, namely third-person pronouns are commonly known as third-person singular pronouns, he, she, it. And singular nouns, such as mentioning people's names, still use the auxiliary head without any change. The verb used in the past perfect tense is the third form of the verb, are often referred to as the past participle. The past participle is formed by adding ed, en, or d to the past form of a regular verb. Next, I want to explain about the example of past perfect tense. From a positive sentence, when arrived in Jakarta, Rara had already returned to Bandung. When I'm in Jakarta, Rara has returned to Bandung. And from negative sentence, they had not been at home when I come. And the last, from an interrogative sentence, had your father watched the film before they went home? Or other example like from negative sentence, she had not studied Japanese before she moved to Japan. He didn't learn Japanese before he moved to Japan. And then familiar example like I have finished my work, you have finished your work, he has finished his work, she has finished her work, and the last, they have finished their work. And the last, my parents had already eaten by the time I got home. Next, about the common mistake in past perfect tense and the correct example of past perfect tense. Okay, now about common mistake in past perfect tense. I have one example. First, he told me has been to London. This is incorrect example. And he told me he had been to London. This is correct example. Why? because his original words were, I have been to London. However, in the report speech, we moved the tense back to present perfect, have been, becomes past perfect, had been. And then I have one more example. I didn't been to London is the incorrect example, and I had not been to London, this is correct example. Why? Because we use the helping verb had negative, same meaning had not in past perfect tense. Functions and use of past perfect tense. First, declare an action or actions that have been completed. The next shows how often an action occurs, and next express a hope, and then serves to make report speech and report text, and the last to show that action happened before a certain time in the past. And also I want to explain about how to make the past perfect here. First, a finished action before a second point in the past, and then something that started in the past and continued up to another action or time in the past, and the last to talk about unreal or imaginary things in the past. We use the present perfect to describe a recent action or ask if something has happened recently. It's often used with words like just, already, yet, still. We often use the present perfect in this case when some action or situation has an effect on the present. The last, thanks for your attention everyone. Sorry for my mistake and see you again.